What's cracking,
Hello,
Lay?
Aaron. What's cracking,
What's
Aaron?
up? What's up? Do you know what a hot take is?
I know what a hot take is. It's when somebody
All
has an opinion on something that's coming in hot out the
right.
gate.
Right, right. Well, I've been coming across a few incredibly hot takes, and I just want to, share a couple of them with you and get your thoughts on them because I mean, we span in all kinds of different things, but
I feel like I have hot takes all the time.
you say? Well, a
I
lot
said
of
I feel
times I
like I have hot
find
takes
these
all
and they're so good, but I'm not sure what to do with them because they're not
the
exactly news. So, I'm not exactly sure what to do with them. But
time.
this is actually a perfect format because I get to share them with somebody and be like,
Yep.
whoa, you know what I'm saying? Did you hear this? Did you see this?
Let me
So,
see what you
the
got.
first hot take we're going to have a look at is, uh, I don't know. Let's just check it out.
And then we can have
All
a
right,
hot
I'm
take.
seeing this trend on TikTok about men who don't watch sports. And I don't watch sports either. I don't want to be judged. Don't judge me. I'm tired of men judging me because I don't watch sports. You're supposed to come up with me and we're supposed to bond together because you like the Jacksonville Jaguars. I just don't see the excitement people get when somebody shoots a three-pointer. Oh, that's nice. Wait a minute, wait a minute. He scored a touchdown. Well, that's nice.
All
He
day.
hit a ball with a club and it went into a hole. Cool. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. You mean he drove in circles for an hour and a half?
Really fast, though.
Fantastic.
Really fast.
Great, great. You wait a minute. You mean to tell me that he took a wooden bat, and hit a ball and ran around a diamond while people tried to tag him with the same ball he just hit? Yo, that's amazing. Like,
Hmm.
what am I supposed to be excited over? Yo, those who know my content know that I'm a very spiritual being, and I know that sports is just a distraction. It's just a distraction. The same way that the ancient Greeks and Romans used gladiators in the Colosseum to distract people from fucking plagues and shit, wars and all that. I mean, my eyes are open to the bullshit, so I don't need no distractions. I'm good on that. But if you like it, that's nice.
Yeah, I share his hot take 1,000%. I'm good.
You know,
Although, well,
I
I will.
wonder if I'm in my ego when I feel this way, but when I'm watching other men performing at the peak of whatever they're doing,
Mhm.
this makes me want to perform at the peak of what I'm doing. Like
I
I can watch them, like it just feels like when I'm watching them doing what they do, like why am I not doing what I'm doing? Do you see what I'm saying? Like I can't, it
uh,
it's jarring at times. Like you know,
but does it
I
have to be
appreciate
sports
it.
related, or can it be
It's
like
almost
somebody
anything.
delivers a
For
TED talk?
me, no,
Yeah.
for me, it's almost anything. No, no. If there's especially if there's something I can learn from it, there's something,
Hmm.
I played football. I like football. It's not like that.
Hmm.
But, as far as wearing another man's jersey
Yeah, like
or
it's your
understanding this
team. That's our
stat,
team. That's my team. My team's playing
right?
today, and that the team doesn't feel the same way. Yeah, maybe I don't
Yeah.
like
As
that
far
part.
as like getting into it, I could appreciate it up through like high school, college level, maybe. But I think
Hmm.
after that, I think, if you're an adult, if you're a man, you kind of, what does it say in the Bible? When I was a child, I acted as a child, but when I became a man, I put away my childhood toys, or it's something to that
I feel
effect.
like that. That's interesting because society
And
pushes. pushes the playing of games so much, and games are
Well, the prolonged adolescence is
right.
what it's been called. What's
Failure to
been what
launch. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But also launching is a psyop in itself, but that's a whole
Right.
different
That's a whole
conversation.
different conversation. So, question for you here: do you consider competition healthy?
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Yes. Healthy competition.
Hmm.
Yes. It's good for
Okay.
boys anyway. It's not the same for girls.
Right. But so
For
here's the thing is
girls,
I
for
actually
girls,
enjoy watching like gymnastics and tumbling and things that take a great skill level
right. For
but I
girls,
don't
everybody
I
gets a turn. It's a little bit different. It's better for girls if everybody gets a turn.
everybody gets a turn. You get
Yeah.
a trophy. You get a
For
trophy.
boys, we want to win. We want to,
Mhm.
we want to dominate. We want to be the best. So, yeah, it's a little bit different, I think, dynamically for the sexes.
Mhm.
Not that women aren't competitive.
Right.
Whenever I say stuff, don't be thinking I'm like talking about all women, but generally speaking, that's my point. But yeah,
Versatile.
especially and when it comes to sports, watching other dudes do what they do is just so hard for me to do as a man. It just really is hard.
You're like, what am
If
I
I
doing?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And
Well, that's not a
I
bad thing.
I want to stop in the middle of the game and be like, all right, I got to go do this or I got to go do that. Like,
Is that why men are like when they watch sports, they're like, oh, if that was me, I would have done this or I would have done that. Like they get
I
all
don't know.
like
I
personal
don't
with
know for
it.
sure, but I do know that yeah, that's how I see it. I see it as like, it's good to learn, it's good to be good at something. All of those things are good. Competition is good. All that's
Mhm.
good. But there just comes a time when, you
Why?
Jordan Maxwell had this thing that he said too. I wonder if I could find it, but he said the adults are in the kitchen talking about money or
Hmm.
whatever, finances or whatever, and the little kid comes in the kitchen and they give him a toy and say, "No, you go over there and play. You go do what you do.
Yeah,
The
but
adults are
yeah,
talking."
that's a good analogy. Yeah.
That's how I feel sports are.
That's how I feel about Sundays. Sunday, like they tell us like it's the day of rest and all this stuff, and everybody's kind of chill. And I look at the like my alerts and stuff, and they are working over there in Washington on Sunday. Like people are just working. Sunday, we're like, let's watch football, let's do this or whatever. But they are working like that is the beginning of their weekday, and we're over here like do what's on TV, That's how I feel about like
Well, it's like
the
sleeping in.
distraction. And Sunday is the day
It's
that,
like
yes.
sleeping in.
Mhm.
You know, it's
Even
like that.
church, I hear, was supposed to be on Saturday or Friday or Saturday. But yeah.
Well, the Sabbath is Saturday according to the Bible,
Mhm. They
but
got it.
somebody along the way decided, you know what? Let's go ahead and shift that.
Let's
But
put it to
again,
Sunday for
yeah,
them. For them.
yeah.
Yeah.
But again, there's inversion, and there should be 13. Well, we can get into all that 13 months and all that stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, as far as sports go, yeah, I think it was a pretty good take for
I think that's
me.
a pretty good take too. A lot of people would be like, oh, he's just gay or whatever. Like they just, like real manly man or whatever. But I think the gay thing
Uh,
might be the tights, right? The tights and the
I,
football
there's
Walkman.
probably a lot of football players that are gay. I mean, I would
I mean, who
imagine.
cares? But I'm just saying, like, people
Yeah.
use it as like like if a guy doesn't like what guys like are supposed to like in society, that means that you're not a manly man.
Yeah, I used to just stay up on it when I tended bar. I used to stay up on it just because it was
Yeah.
something to talk about, and I wanted to be familiar with what was going on. But even then, it was just, just so I knew what was going on, so I
Yeah, I
wasn't
don't
in
get
the
it.
in the
I don't
dark.
get it. I personally like all the colors and all these things, and no.
All right.
Mm-mm. I like the hot
Good
take.
take. Good
Yep.
take.
Good take.
Next, let's try this. I forget what order these are in, so I'm not even gonna try to
All good.
narrate.
That makes it more fun.
All right.
To my people, Black Americans, if y'all care so much about diversity and inclusion, let me know when y'all ready to boycott the corner stores and the beauty supply stores and the curry outs. Let me know, because those affect us more directly than what y'all talking about. Okay, we didn't benefit from DEI. That don't have shit to do with us. Okay, so let me know when y'all really ready to boycott the shit that matters. The shit that's taking over our communities, have been taking over our communities. The liquor stores. You know what I'm saying? The shit that's ran right down the street by somebody who don't even look like you. By people who watch over your shoulder when you go in there. By people who accuse you of stealing sometimes. So let me know when y'all ready to boycott shit that matter. Not Target. Target that then gave opportunities to black creators. There are black creators who have their products in Target. Why the fuck are we trying to boycott Target? What are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? We
Her
need to
face.
start with our own communities that affect us. How about we boycott some of these churches that take people money and don't do shit for the community? Let me know when y'all really ready to boycott the shit that matters. Other than that, I got shit to give from Target. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go shop right now.
She's not wrong at all. She's not wrong at all. In my
um,
opinion, shit that blows my mind, the boycotting of Target when they have 200, I think it's 240 black owned brands in there. On Target has global reach. Like that is so huge for black creators. You think your little $2 or whatever you was gonna spend trying to go into Target is gonna make I cannot even. That just makes no sense at all. It makes no sense. It's
well, I
like
mean,
losing
that's
sight of the big picture in lieu of propaganda and the trend, and nonsense. It's nonsense.
well, a
DEI
lot of these
cannot.
movements are fomented. A lot of these movements are scripted. They're financed and calculated, and they want you to do certain things on purpose. So I think that you should be aware of that sort of thing. But also, I am very much not the corporate guy.
Me
So
neither at
yeah,
all. I
so
mean,
so I have no problem with you boycotting Target at all. I think
I
whether or
think
not
if
there are
you're
black
gonna
creators
shop,
in it,
well, put it like
but
this,
I
if
but
you're
I
gonna
think
shop at one of those stores, Target's not the one to
but I
boycott then.
think that they should all be on the menu as far as boycotts go.
That
If you're
part.
going to boycott,
Yeah. I'd rather not shop at any of those. People still go to Walmart. It blows my mind. However, if you're going to be a part of the system and think that you're making
I
moves
mean,
and
you
making
can.
change,
I mean, I hate going to Walmart. I go to Walmart as infrequently as possible, but sometimes I need toilet paper. What are you going to do? I did find this new toilet paper. I saw an ad for it that was like, it was better for the environment, and I found out that there's actually bad stuff in the toilet paper that the chemical they use to bleach it white
was it
is actually
bamboo or
bad for
something? It was
you.
bamboo, but they're using like some BS
I
to.
forget. I forget what it was. I saved it somewhere and I'm blanking on it now. But the point that I'm trying to make is, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? But isn't that crazy that
Yeah,
they
but you can find
have
in
chemicals in the
between.
toilet paper even so that
That's
on your
great.
most sensitive
They've had
body
those in
part?
tampons and pads and all that
I
stuff
know
like
that's just
for
insane. They get you coming
insane.
and going like any way they could get you.
Anyway,
That's
they're like,
so
if we didn't get
crazy.
them with the water, let's go on. Yeah, let's get them when it's coming out or
Yeah.
whatever. But wait, I was gonna say something else about the target. Well, rule of thumb. If anybody wants to know my rule of thumb, it's kind of if Al Sharpton is leading a movement, chances are it's not really for you. It's really not for you. It's not
Um,
authentic. He is such
chances
a
if there is a movement, chances
there
are
you
it's
go.
scripted. You
Right.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
A
always bring
popular
it back
on stage
to
movement.
I
Yeah.
always bring it back to I ain't worried about what nobody else is doing. I can only control me, right? And if
Right.
enough of us get in control of ourselves to temper what we're doing and just do what you can.
Then it'll raise the vibration of
Yeah,
everyone around you.
that's how it works, right?
I
Just do what
know.
you can. That's all you could do,
I
right?
know. I just tease you. Of course that's right.
Yeah. I mean,
But I do also want to say,
because when I do get the clip on the toilet paper, I will be switching. You know what I'm saying? It
yeah.
is what it is. So
Usually like the mom and pop brands, if you can find them, it's so hard to find in the large, like in Target. You have to
yeah,
search
there
really.
aren't mom and pop brands in the Target.
There's like there'll be one in
I
the
have
middle
no
of the
problem boycotting Target. I have no
right.
problem with that, whether or not there are black creators there. Although I do get her point. But my I would rather buy from um Shaquinda Celeste, who's making jewelry,
Oh,
in her
right.
basement, you know what I'm
Please, I
saying?
go
But
to
it's
thrift stores,
beautiful.
I go to the flea market, I go to these little fairs
Well,
out
thrift
here. I
stores are a
go
rip off too, you know that.
some of them are, some of them are not. Like I
Well,
have
what I
like
mean is that they get clothes and things for free and then they sell them.
oh, I'm sure they do. I have a
Yeah.
question about the flea market, especially the one out here, because it's all, and I'm not saying this in a bad way. I love Mexicans. I love tamales when they come and sell them, and I miss the corn people and all that stuff because we don't have those out here like in LA.
Mhm.
But the flea market trips me out because they got straight. The entire drugstore will be right there, and they have clothes. They'll give away. They'll do the dollar tables, and I'm like. A, who's authorizing this? And B, where is this stuff coming from? And why is everybody like they turn a blind eye? I don't want the flea market shut down. I just want to make sure that that's the same rules for all, because that is a trip to me. Like I wonder about that a lot when I go there. I'm like, how do you have like,
Well,
you know,
that's going to be difficult because I can't really visualize your flea market. So I don't know
it's like
what's
a
going
swap
on.
meet, but it's like
No, no,
all
I
the stuff.
understand what a flea market is, but I
Mhm.
don't know what's different about that. Like you're wondering where they get their products, or
Yes, I'm wondering where they get their products and
oh,
how it's
well, some
just
of them are like
allowed.
super cheap from China, and like some of
No, no,
them are
no.
like
That's what I wanted to say, that it
discounted
used to be
from
like
like
that. And now it's like straight olive olay and all these name brand, like in full packages, like the entire Target
yeah,
beauty
because
count. I mean,
because when they can't sell their stuff or when the store closes or something, yeah, they get rid of
really?
inventory.
They get like pallets or something? They
Sometimes.
can just buy pallets. Because I know they do that for like Temu and Amazon and stuff.
If I'm not
Um,
mistaken,
but
this next one is actually similar to this one. So I think I put some.
okay. Well, I just want to say one more thing about Target. My problem with Target when after it was a trip because they didn't, being a black woman or even just mixed women, I'll say, because that's hard to find hair care products too. It has always been diabolical. Like you go and you can find nothing at all, and it's so like it's disrespectful to the people in the culture, et cetera, et cetera. Now, after George Floyd and everybody was like, you know, huge focus, tunnel vision on racism and DEI and blah blah blah, they started getting these black hair care lines and stuff like that. So my thing is like Target, that doesn't make you right. That makes you, you're still just following the official lane to go into right now, because it shouldn't take a black man dying on live television for you to get some freaking black hair products. Like that in itself is just shady to me. So that's it. That's the problem I had with Target, not the other. Not hiring your gay cousin because he's black and gay when he doesn't even want to freaking be a security guard at Target anyway. Like that's just stupid. I'm not fighting for that. I'm not.
All right, you got that
That's my
off your
hot
chest.
take. That's my hot take.
All right.
It was a
I
little
am Black
clunky, but
America
it's
in a
real.
mood to protest, so I have composed a short list of things that we can protest whenever y'all are ready. Sexy Red. Let me know when y'all are ready to protest Sexy Red. BBLs. We can protest BBLs. We can protest drill music. We can protest our boys wearing pooh shiesty masks in 90-degree weather. Protest our babies knowing TikTok dances before they can identify their letters. We could definitely protest that. We could protest those THC vapes being sold to our children, vapes in general that are being sold to our.
We don't know what's in them. Yeah.
Let me know when y'all are ready to protest that. We could protest tension alopecia and everything that's causing it. We could protest little boys twerking. Let me know y'all ready for that. We could protest 14, 15, 16-year-old girls walking around looking like 35-year-old grown women in wigs, lashes, and a full face of makeup. Let me know when y'all ready for that. We can protest these mothers selling their food stamps to buy weed. Just in Facebook inbox ready for money. We can protest Takis. I don't trust Takis. I ain't never tasted
They're all bad. They
Takis.
are all bad.
We can protest women without life insurance getting BBLs. Could definitely protest that. As a matter of
Yeah.
fact, we can protest parents in general not having life insurance. What's that about?
Good one.
We can protest living in Section 8 housing and getting a BBL. What's that about? We can protest Zeus Network entirely.
That
The
part.
whole thing, Natalie Nunn, Lincoln,
Baddies.
all
Yeah.
of it. We can protest our kids having a higher rap IQ than they have a literacy score. Y'all let me know when y'all ready to protest that. We can protest the phrase YN. Who invented that? Who coined that phrase? And why are y'all owning it? Like it's something to be proud of. We can protest that. We can protest the outsourcing of call centers to Pakistan because those are
Please.
jobs.
Those
Call
are not
center
only
jobs used to be
jobs.
our go-to. And we've lost those. So let me know when y'all ready to protest that. We can protest mothers whose children don't have a college fund, but they want to get a BBL. We can protest
Okay.
every last
BBL.
Tyler Perry film, all of them.
Every
Okay?
last
We can
Tyler Perry
protest our
film.
boys wearing wigs and gowns for crime. Because who gonna be the men? That's what I want to know. We can protest every single black drama series that's centered around crime and violence. All
That
of
would
it.
be nice.
Y'all let me know when y'all
Hell
ready.
no.
We can protest that white line that the barber puts after their haircut, especially on dark skinned black men, it just messes it up. Who
We
decided
could
to protest that?
I'm just gonna
Name
let
the
y'all figure that out.
niggas and spray paint. Let's protest all of that. Let's bring back a fine man in a natural haircut.
Okay, so I
She's
believe
funny.
that happens because black hair is thick, and so when you cut it and line it up, it's not tan. It's not like they
Right,
put
exactly.
something
You have
white
not
there.
received
It
sunlight
just
onto
takes it
that area.
right. It just takes a minute,
Yeah.
right? That's all.
Yeah.
So,
That's
you know.
okay.
So consider
That's
it
okay.
this
I
way.
think she's saying just grow your hair out, let it be, maybe.
Protest studs being better fathers than the men who actually make the babies. Let me know when y'all ready. We can protest whoever's still selling crack.
Whoever's
Whoever's
still selling
fathers are still
crack.
selling crack. I see dope things all the time. So whoever's
Right. The
selling little
fact that
girls, we can
Gen
protest
Z should know what
them.
crack is
We can
at this point.
protest women who have multiple absent baby fathers, because at what point does your discernment kick in? When do we learn our lesson? We can protest every black drama series that's centered around sex and deception. And that probably will be covered under Tyler Perry's
Tyler
Joseph
Perry.
Prince. So y'all let me know when you're ready to get to protesting. Let me know when we're gonna hit them streets.
Damn.
Hot take. It's a good one though. I agree with her. I like all these hot takes. I'm with them.
Well, it's just funny to me that a lot of this so far, what we've seen, we'll move on, but a lot of this is um what the black community, whatever that is, would be sensitive if you criticize them about, and they'd call you racist
They
if
take
you
it personal,
criticize
yeah.
them about it. Yeah.
It's not
But these
personal.
are Yeah,
Psyop.
but these are obvious things that we can do that we all you gotta do is it's like literally just a decision. I'm not doing that no more. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, this is, we're not doing that no more. We're not going out like that. It's literally a conscious decision.
I mean,
And
some of it, people are they just don't believe that they can make change by themselves. Like they just don't even believe it. They just are like, well, that's where I buy my hair from. If it's like the Korean beauty supply store, they don't even look to see if there's another option or whatever. Um, yeah, I mean, you can make change one person at a time. That's how it's always been done. Like you say, change you.
it's the
Yeah.
only thing you could do. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You can't change, look,
She's funny though.
I
If you
understand.
picture it, like who's marching down the street protesting some of that stuff, but it's funny. I like what she's saying is what she's not wrong, and like
No, I mean, I hear what she's saying. What I know that some of these people in the hoods are real gangsters. You know what I'm saying? I understand this. I get it. I understand that they're dealing with gangsters. I still can't imagine a scenario in which these gangsters can't turn into something that is straight positive. Like I
they
can't,
can,
yeah,
they
they
can, but they
can.
have to have it as an example first. If they don't have the example, and
I know it's difficult, but
it is, and
you
people
don't have to
gravitate
have
towards what like speaks
but
to
here it
like.
is. Here's the trick though. You
Mhm.
don't have to have an example. You just have to have an imagination.
That's true. That's how limited you are, as limited as your
That's the trick.
imagination. If you
The
can't
trick
think,
is
but
we should do that on the radio station. We should just have moments where we just imagine the world as it should be. That could be more powerful than anything because that's how it changes. Just imagine. One of
Mhm.
my favorite things to imagine is having female fruit trees on everywhere. So there's never anything about anybody being hungry. Why we got palm trees when we can have oranges and apples and whatever else, right? And so I think about that all the time, what that would look like if,
Mhm.
I don't know, 300,000 people did, it would literally change.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
That's
it's not
absolutely true. I don't
necessarily
even think
it ain't it ain't where
it
you're
doesn't even
from,
have
it's
to
where
be
you're
that many
at.
people. Yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing is that you have to have vision, but you have to know that that's even possible.
Yeah,
Like
that's true. That's
Sam
true.
J, remember that
You have
joke?
to know the trick.
You have to know it. And you have to know that it like when Sam J said that when people think is gone while Elon's going to space on Tuesday or whatever, and she said I wouldn't even think about that. Like my mind, I wouldn't even have ever thought that I could do that. So that's the racism that she's talking about. It's like,
Yeah.
the
But also now she can
now she can.
because he just did what he did. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
I
do what
mean,
you
some
do.
people still don't think that they can do what Elon can do, but I hear what you're saying. And I think that everyone should, like, the American dream is a farce. That's just a trick to make you think in one direction. But the truth of the matter is, no matter like whether you can or you can't, you're right. So that's the thing. Like, whatever
Yeah.
you want to do, do it.
Yeah. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. All
Next,
right.
I like these. And
Um,
now I have there's some I want to share, but I
okay.
wouldn't.
All right. So this next hot take, I'm pretty sure we're going to be changing the subject, but let's see what we got for you.
Look at this shirt that is in Target for the children. I mean, I don't know.
I've looked into this further and it gets a lot deeper than that. I think Target owes us some answers. So I found this t-shirt, Deaf Leopard. I don't know why we're monetizing disabled leopards. Are they even seeing any of this money? I don't know who Floyd is, but if he likes the color pink and there's a rainbow there, he's obviously gay. They're obviously trying to sell the gay agenda to children. In roses, here you can see that they are very clearly trying to draw children in with something like roses, only to sell them the idea of guns. And look at what's written below it. It literally says, "Sweet child of mine." This one seems sweet, TLC. Everyone loves tender, loving care. It draws you in, and this is clearly meant for girls because there are women on the front of the t-shirt. And then you look closer and you see that it says no scrubs. Trying to tell women that they belong in the kitchen and then they cannot become doctors, dentists, or anything else like men can. As many of you may remember, COVID originated in Wu-Tang, China. So here we have them actually acknowledging it, and I approve of this one.
They're acknowledging it.
That is clearly under the influence of something next to the word nirvana, which is obviously telling children that they should do substances. These things are all around us if you just open your eyes, wake up, and stop being sheeple.
That's so funny. The problem is that they're selling all those band tees. I bet you, I don't know. I don't think they licensed them. I don't think so.
No,
I bought my,
I
I know.
was trolling you a little bit, but
Yeah.
it is it is funny, the conspiracy theorists and how the connections that they make to this, that,
I'm
and
surprised she
other
didn't have him
stuff.
on a board behind her with the red lines and the
Yeah,
whole
Charlie
thing.
Day.
Yeah. So that's funny, but it is true. Like it's hard to even tell people. Like
She
I think
said the coronavirus came from
from
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang, and we know that now. They're obviously they're trying to make the kids do substances. Funny and Pink Floyd. I mean, the crazy thing is that everything she mentioned, there is an actual conspiracy tied to each one of those. I'm
Is
sure.
there?
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is.
I don't know.
I mean, Pink Floyd, his album covers say everything, and the music. Like it's.
I'm not familiar with them enough to say yes or no.
I gotta show you
That'd
someday.
have to be a rabbit hole,
Yeah. Well, if you
The
ever
only
find
thing
yourself
I
on
know is
Pinterest,
that you could play Pink Floyd The Wall at the same time as you play the music from Pink Floyd at the same time as you. Wait, no, I'm getting that wrong. There's like a soundtrack that you play at the same time as a movie, but I'm getting one of them wrong. I don't think it's
oh,
The Wall. It's something else that you play at the same time. I forget. Anyway, yeah,
well,
but that's all I know about that,
we
really.
don't need your education. We don't need your thought control. They're
It's like
not.
you play that with Alice in Wonderland or something like that. Like
That's
something weird like
right.
that. Yeah, it's like you play anyway. Or you
Yeah.
play it backwards or something. It's something weird,
Yeah.
but
Meme culture has capitalized on that and done a great job on playing something that goes with something else. Yeah.
right, right.
Yeah. I love it.
All
I'm
right.
surprised, you know what, on that, I'm surprised that they haven't made a song out of the guy, the one that we played yesterday, who got the white supremacist kicked out of the Navy, because he's
They need
going,
to make
I'm
that into a
surprised they haven't
song.
put
I
that
know.
in a song. It's like your mother, your sister, your brother, your like, it's
They
on
did
it.
that with what's her name?
Yeah, with the
Shirley
peas,
Caesar.
carrots, cheese, whatever. Yeah. Turkey
Greens,
legs,
beans, chickens,
beans,
tomatoes.
beans. That was banging too.
I know, right?
Here, I got a hot take.
All right. Let's see what you got. Is that Monique
Yes.
and
And
Roseanne? Okay.
yeah.
You thinking aliens are going to come here? A lot of people do think that.
Do I think they're gonna come?
You think aliens are coming? Or you think...
Baby, I think they will.
Yeah.
They
Did you see some of these people walking around? You like, okay. 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 I see you not swallowing. I see you not swallowing, baby. Yes, indeed. Why? You ain't blinked in 6 minutes. I saw that.
Oh, well, if you're going to go there, then I'm going to go right there with you because I've been faking like I didn't see that. But yeah, I really go there all the time. Yeah, I don't even think half of these people on TV or whatever we're seeing there, I don't even think they're human. It might be some AI shit they cooked up to get us to look over here while they're stealing all our money. But, you know, I don't even know if they're real human. I don't know if they're alien or what, or if they're, I don't know.
I want y'all to look at my neck. I got a fat neck. You see that, Roseanne?
I do. Look at mine. It's all wrinkled.
If y'all see another Mo'Nique and that neck ain't fat.
Are you saying that you think they take people out and clone them and put a robot in their place?
Well, this is what I'm saying. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. What I know is our eyes, it's like you almost saying, are my eyes deceiving me? Am I saying what I think I'm saying? So I don't know what they're doing. I'm just telling y'all. I was doing a show in New York, right? It was the first time I shared this story publicly. I was doing a show one night in New York. And this guy had on sunglasses in the front row. And I said, listen, I'm not going to keep coming back over here seeing you with these sunglasses. There's no sun in here. And you're being disrespectful. I need to be able to see you, right? So he laughing and I walked to the other side of the stage. I come back. I said, you think I'm playing? If you don't take them damn glasses off. Roseanne, he lifted up his glasses and everything was black.
Oh, he didn't have any eyes?
Did you hear what I said?
What?
He lifted up his glasses and everything was black. The energy I got from him was, do you want to comment? I looked back at him and the energy I gave him was, I'm going to mind my business and walk my ass back down to the other side of the stage because I want to keep my fat neck. I'm not questioning shit. Keep your glasses on. Yeah. I bought him a drink too because I didn't want it to go no further. I didn't want him to be offended.
Oh, that's scary.
That's crazy. I didn't hear that part before. The hot take was that there are no humans.
Oh, you didn't hear the whole...
no, I didn't hear that part about the black eyes.
I was just listening to... what do you call her? Kim Possible?
Yeah, Kim Possible. Yeah.
And she was saying that there's a difference between Homo sapiens and human beings. And there was something else that we were talking about, how, there was the AI that was saying that there are, NPCs. Right.
Wait, NPCs, clones, and what was the other one?
NPCs, clones, and
human. But there was
I don't know, robotics or something. Blade Runner. I don't know. But that is a trip.
Yeah.
That's a trippy story.
They say that there's man and mankind too, which is kind of like man. Yeah.
Yeah. That's trippy to think about. But it does seem very NPC-ish sometimes when you go out.
Hell yeah. And when you're online and just the whole thing. But ever since we did that ChatGPT conversation show, I look at things differently. And so I know I've kind of removed myself from the responsibility to try to convince somebody of something. Because I'm like, you're probably just an NPC. You can't be convinced. It doesn't matter anyway. Yeah.
You can't do it. You can't convince nobody in that end.
You can't.
You throw the facts out there and you hope they land. You know what I'm saying?
You'll know if they do it, you may have found your tribe. But if it's just like this, chances are, the soul has left the building or was never there in the first place.
Oof.
And they're coming. They're straight from Hollywood, though. That's from the horse's mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're both on the outskirts of Hollywood too.
Exactly. They're both.
They're not right. You could tell they're not in the club.
And I love me some Mo'Nique, and Roseanne is cool too. I know people.
I have my ups and downs with Roseanne.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not exactly sure sometimes what she's saying as far as with the Jewish thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's sometimes she I don't know if it's the way if she's inarticulate, but anyway, I do think she means well, whatever she's saying. So.
Right. And she said she thinks the AI has been running the show since before humans. Yeah, like they started it all, basically. It's okay. It's fun.
All right. Um,
Crazy girl.
all right, next up.
We got a lot of work to do. And what we lost in 40 years, and niggas want to talk about who the real Jews. I don't give a fuck.
Don't really care.
I don't give a fuck about who the real Jews is, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about the Grand Canyon and how to walk. I don't give a fuck about the Anunnaki. I don't give a fuck. Who gives a fuck? This ain't no shit I could prove. I could prove them niggas put crack in our neighborhoods. I could prove that this shit has afflicted us. I could prove this shit destroyed our communities. I could prove this shit killed hundreds of thousands, if not millions of black men or incarcerated them. I could prove that shit. I could prove it was a lot of mothers left out here to do this shit on their own and integrate into the corporate world to take care of their fucking kids. I could prove that I had to stay home all day with my motherfucking sisters and being watched by, and a lot of young black girls had to become mothers themselves at a young age. I could prove that shit. Can't prove no fucking Anunnaki. Come get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, man. Fuck about no spaceships, nigga. You don't give a fuck about that shit? Y'all niggas be worried about dumb shit. Cause that shit soothes you because you're trying to detach from the reality. And the reality is, three-letter organizations destroyed your fucking community and left you in the remnants. And you living in the effects of it, and you don't know how to fucking, you don't know how to wrap your mind around that. You don't see a way out. You feel hopeless. Let me look in the motherfucking sky. Man, get that shit up out of here, bro. I mean, on that bullshit, you ain't gonna save nobody like that. You might as well go back to Jesus. Niggas want to sit here and talk Jesus all day. We had community when we was in the church. Ain't no fucking community that's looking in the motherfucking sky for no Anunnaki, nigga. Y'all niggas be focused on dumb shit because you detaching from reality. You disassociating. Because the work is hard. Community is hard. Getting back to base and getting back to square one and loving yourself again, starting with loving yourself and then having to love your brother or your sister the way you love yourself, that shit is hard. Opening up a restaurant and not treating your fucking customers like they clientele is hard. When the only times you seen niggas get money is by treating their customers like shit because the niggas is addicted to crack. Do the hard work. It's hard to go to school and learn a trade and learn how to be an electrician. You got to apply your mind, but you was always getting kicked out of school. That's hard. Teacher was always picking on you, putting you out of class. We know those statistics. We know why you don't like going to school. But that's the shit the government required you to do. Go do something for yourself. Find something that you're interested in. Do something with your hands, nigga. Do something with your mind besides destroy. Learn how to build something. All you niggas want to do is destroy shit. And you think that's something to brag about. Nigga, you already living in destruction. You gonna knock down some more? You ain't gonna find out how to start putting the bricks back together? You don't want to see what's underneath that rubble? You just want to keep breaking shit? Then go to prison for 6 months, 6 years, come back up, pack the fuck up, wall your body up, and start telling niggas about the Grand Canyon? Man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. Y'all niggas be addicted to esoteric bullshit. That's how you end up in cults. That shit dumb. Do knowledge that you can really see. Stop letting niggas play with your fucking imagination because they disassociated from reality and they charismatic.
Is he talking about young Pharaoh? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, actually, it's interesting that you bring him up because I want to push back a little bit on him. And young Pharaoh is actually a great example of someone that does it all.
That's the thing is like I love the young, I'll just call them YNs, but because that's like the culture, but they're speaking to their people.
The culture.
I'm saying like what I'm trying to say is like
you can't say young black men.
No, well, because they're speaking to the YNs, but they're speaking esoteric, spiritual, hug and tree shit, and I appreciate that so much because they're speaking the language they're
speaking to the young black men.
Okay, they're speaking to young black men, but they don't call themselves that. That's what I'm saying. Well, they call themselves.
Yeah, but you are you.
Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying. I'm not a retard. I get it,
and we'll understand what you mean. We will.
Yeah.
We'll
but I appreciate. Okay, I'll just say like who speak to the misguided youth in their language, and they're saying that all the good stuff, and I start beaming when I see it. I
think to some degree, to some aspect, and
that's how young Pharaoh was.
It's hard to say understanding history completely, but in the research of history is sort of empowering. Right. Understanding what you can understand is good for you. Mm-hmm. And whether these are Anunnaki or spaceships or fallen angels or multidimensional creatures or whatever the hell that you might be talking about. That phenomenon is happening around. People are experiencing it, and to ignore it is to be the same as to ignore crime statistics
There's a
or
quote. I
abuse
have a
happening.
quote for you.
Right?
I have a great quote for you.
Yeah.
Those who ignore the existence of dragons are often eaten by them. And that's what I thought of
Right.
when he said that. When he said that, I was like,
Right.
yeah, no, we're not going to ignore that. And you know what? If it gets them looking at
But
the Grand
he, but
Canyon
but you
when
don't
they,
need to. But listen, he's right about doing the hard work. He's right about all. He's
he's
right about
absolutely right about
80%
that.
about of what he said. It's hard to make these decisions, these conscious decisions, to go against everything that you see. It's not easy.
It's not easy,
Nobody
but
said it
yet and
was
still,
easy, but
if
it still
everybody
is just a simple decision.
and if everybody in the hood got together and started looking at the sky instead
No,
of
man, I don't know
no, I'm
anybody
just
in the
saying, like,
hood.
I'm saying that he's saying, like, it's hard to face community and this and that. There's things in the research and in the finding the roots of your people that is binding. It feels good. And if you got 20 young dudes on the block looking at the Grand Canyon instead of looking for, their next
Well,
hustle
our
or whatever.
ancestors understood the stars. Knowledge of the stars
Mhm.
is in our DNA, so there's nothing wrong with
There's
connecting,
nothing
reconnecting to
wrong
your
with it.
DNA and all that sort of stuff. But he is right about bringing it back to what's actually going on around you, what you can actually do, and putting a plan into action. He's
Well,
exactly
what I'm
right.
saying is that those
You can
activities
do it
can
all.
bring, it
Yeah,
can
but you can
bring
do it
people
all. Yeah.
together too. Yeah. I mean,
But
you'll
but you
find,
shouldn't. But he's right. You shouldn't. If you are going to obsess,
Mhm.
I personally think it's better to obsess about what you can actually do and where you can make a difference and what you can affect in your circle of influence. I think it's way better to focus on that than what you can't change.
Well, he was anti-imagination, and I'm not
I don't think
that
so.
at all. Well, he said, "Stop listening to niggas that telling you to imagine shit." Like I believe that you got it. Like we were talking about in the
Well,
last.
what he was saying is that these people are keeping you away from the real work that you need to
Right,
do.
right.
They got you
I get what
chasing
he's saying. I get
dragons
what he's
and
saying.
ghosts and stars and stuff,
Well, you never
But
know,
but
y'all.
all I'm saying is just because they got you chasing dragons doesn't mean that dragons aren't there.
Right.
That's all I'm
It's
saying.
just that you want your
So
community
maybe you
to be
might want to be
strong
a little
before the freaking
familiar.
dragons come,
Right.
because yeah,
Right. Maybe you
you
might
got it.
want to be a little familiar with the dragons, just in case. You know what I'm saying? It's not all or nothing, is all I'm saying. So
Yeah, he's not wrong. And I'm a fan of Young Pharaoh, just to put that out there. I was saying that Young Pharaoh is a good example of what I was saying. I like that about him. I wish he'd come back to us.
all right, so what we got next? Oh, I love this one.
What?
I saw Candace last night at Pre-Bay with some other nigga.
What nigga? Her dude?
No, another nigga, like I said. No, she was in that motherfucker, man. Arms like this, sipping out of each other cups and some more shit. I'm like, damn.
My Candace?
Yo, Candace. And she saw me and started trying to cover up her face and hide and shit. But I'm like, hey, I did this like, ain't my problem, ain't my business. Ain't like you cheating on my brother or best friend or no shit. But damn, that's crazy. Her and that nigga been together that long and she out it. Then she in a public place doing it. Like, that's how you ran across me.
Hugged up.
Yeah. Yeah.
With
man.
another man?
Another man. Your friend.
Okay.
Yeah, no. You can't hang with her no more, man. No.
Why I can't hang with her no more?
She on some cheating. You a married woman. And you know what I'm saying? Perception is everything.
What got to do with me?
Everything. Birds of the feather flock together,
That's
right?
not true. I'm a grown woman.
You a grown woman that can be, that's enabling another grown woman to feel it's okay to cheat by you hanging around.
I didn't know she was doing that. Second of all,
and you know.
Okay, but you
and I doubt if you don't know. Every friend tell their girlfriend what they doing with their little scandals and shit.
First of all, we've been friends for 15 years.
I don't go for you been friends for a lifetime. You can't hang with her no more. Ashley, listen. What do it look like you as a married woman walking around the city with a woman who don't respect her union with her husband.
How you know if he respect their union?
This ain't about him.
How you
I'm talking about her.
It ain't no open relationship. No open marriage.
Who trying to break up their marriage? I'm telling you, you can't hang with it. I'm not saying I'm finna talk to the nigga about what I seen Candace doing. I'm saying you can't. Forget about association, Allen. It's no telling how many motherfuckers knew her nigga in there and knew her to know my damn. She out here got her nigga looking down bad.
Do your homeboys cheat?
I don't know. I'm not.
Why you smiling?
And drink the sympathy though. That's how
I'm not
listen.
Whatever they got going on, don't got nothing to do with me.
I ain't got nothing to do with what's going on with them. I'm telling you, you ain't finna sit here and hang around a gal who cheats on her man publicly. Let's do it. It ain't what you do it, how you do it. Which you shouldn't be doing it, but it showed that she have little to no respect for her relationship. So what you look like, who's supposed to have the highmost respect for your marriage, hanging around a woman that's just out here just doing what she want, when she want, knowing she got somebody at home with them.
I mean, it's funny. I think he has some points, but it's not enough. He can't take that to court. That's crazy. Like she's her own woman.
Take that to court? What does that mean?
I mean, like it wouldn't stand up in court. He does not have that solid of a point. I understand what he's saying, but she's a grown woman. You have to trust yours no matter what. Like you can't, like unless you're her dad, like you gotta let her. You could lay the bricks, but let her walk the path. It's not that's it after that. And any problem that he has after that is his problem.
No, you can't be friends with her.
First of all, quickest way to make me be friends with someone is to tell me I can't be friends with somebody. That's crazy.
Well,
like
that's silly on your part. That's silly on your part.
No, I'm gonna choose my own friends. I'm gonna choose my own friends. I'm gonna choose my own friends. And what you're gonna do. What you're going to do is hope that I make the right decision, and I hope that she does too. Because if that's her best friend, her friend could have told her she was out there creeping anyway. Like
I'm not going to be hoping,
huh?
My woman is not going to be putting me in a position to hope.
Well, we do unconditional over here. So
hopefully, I say something like that, and she'd be like, "Ooh, yeah, you're right."
Shit, I don't have time for that. Like, I just got to be like,
that should be the answer. Yeah, you're right.
I don't have time. Like, it's like if you're gonna do the right thing, or we're not gonna be together. Like, I trust you. The reason why we're together is because I trust you to do the right thing.
You got influences too. Like, I wouldn't want you to hang out with if you got a friend that does crack.
We're stronger than that, though. We're stronger. We're way more grown than that. There are little things that get in the way of love. I'm not going to say that there aren't. That is one of those things. But he has more trust issues.
Hang out with your crack friend.
He has trust issues. He needs to deal with.
Hang out with your cheating friend. No, you want good influences. The people that you surround.
I mean, I hear you. I have my husband has rappers that are friends, so like it's a whole thing. Like I have to trust him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just what it is. Like you just trust people that you're with. Otherwise, don't be with them. Like he gave her what she needs. If I was her, I'd be upset that one of my best friends that I've known for 15 years didn't tell me that she was going through that. That would be what I'm upset about. He's worried about how people gonna look at you if you're walking around. I don't care how people look at me. We're not here for people. We're here for each other.
I think that to be fair, you might give her, a couple of weeks to work out what she's gonna work out with her friend, but like if her friend's just gonna keep doing what she's doing, then you're gonna hang out with them,
cheating on her man, but her cheating on her man has nothing to do with her friend. I don't understand.
Yeah, listen, what I'm saying is as a married woman, you should not want to keep that kind of company. What about her is so much of a friend that you need? What about
if she's such? Well, I mean, 15 years. Maybe they do a lot of stuff together. They might crochet together, go to the gym together, do other things that have nothing to do with the men in their lives.
I'm not making any assumptions. I'm just saying.
How do we know that her husband doesn't beat her ass every night, or he's cheating on her,
Again,
or whatever?
I'm not making any assumptions. I'm not adding stuff to the story. You can do it all day.
My thing is that
as a woman who's married to a man and you want him to trust you, why would you hang out with women that cheat?
I want to know why you would think that I'd be influenced by that. You have a problem with me then.
What I'm saying is you shouldn't want that for yourself. That's all I'm saying.
But I hear because you're saying that cheating is a content of character thing that makes her like she's a questionable human, right? Like she's just like you're just
no. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying none of that. No.
What are you saying then? Like why would it be?
I'm not making character judgments. People have affairs for all sorts of different reasons.
Right.
Right. But what he was most appalled with was the way that she was playing her man by being like this out in public. He said, like, you do what you do, but like be out in public like that, like she got no respect
She's
for her
sloppy.
marriage.
Yeah, that and no respect.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can't
Yeah,
fuck
I
with
get
her.
that too, but I just also feel like why do we care what other people think? We have to be right within. He might consider her that one
What
girl
do you mean?
not
Why do
right
we care
within.
what other people think?
Why do we care? Like he's like, how you gonna look if you're doing that? It's not about who I don't give a damn how I look doing da da da. Like you trust me and I trust you.
Yeah, but
That's
that's not
all.
the point.
That's what he was saying. That's what he said. How you gonna look if you
No,
hanging
he
out with
was
her and
saying,
she's well,
well,
that's
he
what
was
those were
saying
the words he said.
he was no. Okay. So either you are a good example, an upstanding citizen, a righteous person, or you're not,
I mean,
right?
it's subjective.
People, it's not
It
subjective,
is.
really.
It's
Either
circumstantial as well.
how is it subjective and circumstantial?
Because you don't know what she's going through. You don't know. He doesn't know
That's
anything
not
about
what.
anything.
Stop bringing in shit that we don't know about. I
Okay,
don't
what
know
we
if she
know
got
about
friends. I
what
don't
do
know if
we
he
know
got friends.
then?
I don't know if he's cheating.
Right.
I don't know if he gets haircuts on Tuesdays.
He
Stop
probably
doing that.
doesn't.
Just stop trying to
He
muddy the
might
waters,
because it's
right?
closed on Monday.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, all right, let's just move on to the next hot take. Yeah, she should not want that for herself, is
She
all
shouldn't
I'm.
want that for herself, but that's not up for
So
you,
that
for
shouldn't
him
even
to
so
say.
that
You're right.
it
You're
shouldn't
right,
even
in
be an
my opinion.
issue. It
Well,
shouldn't even be an
I
issue.
think the issue is how are you going to tell me who I can be friends with? Like, that's crazy. I don't tell.
That
No,
shouldn't
that's
be an
crazy.
issue.
That's crazy.
That shouldn't be an
No,
issue. Like,
no.
because if I'm telling you that you can't be friends with somebody that you don't know, you don't even want to be friends with, it shouldn't be an issue. So
Right, but
moving
let
moving
me
right
come to my
along.
own conclusion so we don't have a fight.
Moving right
Because we
along.
will fight all day instead of, and then it's going to make me want to be friends with her because you trying to tell me what I can and can't do is
We
crazy.
will only be with one
I
woman
know,
for a lifetime. Do you know
because
who would
you are a
argue
woman.
first?
So look,
Women.
this is the funny
Women.
thing.
So
Like,
let's
even with this
avoid those things
conversation,
by
huh?
you just giving me the tools that I need to
Even
make
with
the
this
right decision.
conversation. No, I don't
Just
need to give you shit.
well,
Stop.
he
It's
just
just a
did. He gave her the
conversation.
tools that she needs to
No,
make a good
no.
decision in his.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. He just had a conversation with
And
her and he was
muscle
like,
up.
yeah, you can't be fucking with that
He was
girl.
cute
Like,
though. It
she
was
don't got
cute. That
no,
was funny
you
as
don't got
fuck.
no, she had no respect for her marriage. And he was just saying that, like, if
I don't think he said they were married, did he? I think she had a man, but I don't know.
she said, yes, of course,
I
she
said
had
they
a man
married.
at home and she was out, it's the public thing. You know what I'm
It's the
saying?
public. I get it, but like,
If a cheater
why are we
gets
so worried about the
caught,
public?
then the cheater is like super, super, super to blame. Like everybody knows that like most people aren't virgins when they meet, so they know you've been with other people or and all the other kind of stuff, right? But destroying the trust is a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing.
Right. But I think also,
Sometimes you go through a phase in life or whatever. A lot of
right.
times
She could be
cheating
going
will
through.
bring you closer. Like you realize and you say, oh my God, I wish I never did that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you all that it serves its purpose. It is what it is. People are not monogamous. So I'm not blaming any cheaters for cheating necessarily. Some people are greedy. Some people are sociopathic. Some people are not sympathetic, have no empathy. So there are all sorts of bad cheaters too. So I'm not like my point here is not to cast judgment on what she did per se, but if the light
What she
that you
did.
put out in the world is dimmed if you put that sort of thing around you that way. Do you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're
So
saying. I
it
do
shouldn't
also
be
think.
it shouldn't even be that big a deal, I don't think. I don't think it shouldn't be like, well, you can't tell me I can't see. Like, stop.
Well, I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
he should tell her that he can't be friends with her
Yeah, I
because,
know, but
especially for the reason.
I think that's like real childish.
No. Because
Yeah, I
especially
think
for the reason, no, it's
that's
childish to
sometimes
worry about how people see. Like he's worried that how she gonna look if she hangs out with her.
yes,
And my
worried
thing
about
is
her
this.
light.
Okay,
He's
but
worried about her
listen.
light
Can I finish
shining.
my sentence?
No, because
Yes, my
you're
sentence.
mischaracterizing what he's doing.
My
He
sentence
wants her
is
light
the
to
end of my sentence.
shine.
Oh no, I can't finish my sentence.
Yes.
You
He
don't even know
wants
how
her
I'm
light to
characterizing.
shine.
Understood to whom though?
What do you mean understood to whom?
No, I'm saying he wants her light to shine to whom? For whom?
The
If that's a
world.
friendship, okay, but the
This little
world,
light
that's
of
what I'm saying.
mine, I'm gonna let it
Not
shine.
nobody's keeping score as much as people like to think they are. Like she is not going to be totally judged because she has a friend who makes bad choices. If she has a friend, that's the important part. If it's a friend who's there for her when her parents pass or when she, needs a shoulder to lean on or who's there to support her when she works out or whatever, who cares? that she cheats on her man, that doesn't make her not a good friend to this woman. So I say that let her make her own decision based
I
on.
see. I see what you're saying. Okay. All right. You do have a bit of a point there. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's probably every situation is different. It's probably like that. It's probably just depends.
Fine.
All right. So if men said they will only be with one woman in a lifetime, so many women will fight against it.
I would argue that if men said tomorrow, if all the men got together and said, we will only be with one woman for a lifetime, do you know who would argue first? Women. Women love being side chicks. They'll fight to be side chicks. And we know this based on dating app data. Now, a lot of times the trad cons will come in and say my church is special or different. But no, it's not. I've seen churches all across the country. I get the same complaints from people, no matter where they're from or what church they're in. Women sleep with the same men in church too. Very common. To have a pastor, maybe a guy in the band, whatever it is. That's just, or the attractive guy, that's the Christian, a guy that leads the studies or whatever. All the women go towards that guy. So who's picking non-monogamy, men or women? Women. And so my thing is, for us women, if we pick a guy that could cheat, I mean, we could have dated the cashier at Wendy's. But if we're not picking it, please stop crying to me. Pick what you want. I don't care. But if you want monogamy, the guy at Wendy's is waiting. And if you say, well, I want it all, then cry me a river.
She's speaking so outside of human nature and common sense. I can't.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
She is right. She is right.
I mean, she's not. She's right, and it's young, immature. Like
she's right.
Women who have not completed themselves yet. Then that's
okay,
that.
So
like,
look,
whatever. But it
look,
couldn't
so
happen
half of
without
all women in America. You know what I'm saying?
She's
So
not
like,
speaking on. Yeah,
it's a lot of women you're talking about.
I don't know.
She's right.
She's
so
annoying.
right.
That's not true at all. That is true. It sounds so dumb.
Remember that SWV song?
What?
You're the one for me.
I think that.
Remember that? Remember that?
No, I don't.
You're the one. I know that you're somebody else's guy, but these feelings that I have for you.
I mean, there's all kind of songs like that.
Right.
That
Remember
perpetuates
Creep,
it.
TLC? So I creep.
Yeah, and I've been having you for the weekend. That's a song. That's a big song. The entire '90s were the most cheatinest. Cheatinest was the most cheatinest era of music ever. But that doesn't make it that it's. I just don't. The people that she's talking about are young. They're on dating apps. They haven't figured anything out yet.
How do you know who she's talking about?
Because that's the people that act like that. Is people that are not mature
Okay,
and people that are.
You just assume so much.
You
sometimes.
don't. You're pretending like
what
you
app
don't
data
know.
she's looking at,
And
it's not even about that.
You
trying
can
to
have an
break it
opinion
down
of an
like
opinion. I can have an opinion of an opinion. That's
that's kind of the point, to have an opinion of an opinion,
right?
But like, there was this. Oh my God, there's this one tweet that was going around, and this woman was saying, if you stand by your man when he's at his lowest point, that makes you a weak woman, and this, that, and the other, right? So, I responded, and I was like,
"That's what we call a cold take, right?"
Well, no, it's kind of funny, but I responded by saying, "This is why women should not get dating advice from other women," and like it kind of got a lot of likes because just like this is the same situation. Like men know how women are in a way that women don't think that we know how y'all are.
The generalization that gets my frown going, because I'm like,
listen, all of these are generalities. Of course, listen, of course, Of course, these are generalizations. Of course, every woman is. I said that earlier. Like when I'm speaking, of course, these are just total generalizations, and they're for fun and entertainment, and it's not anything serious. And I don't think every woman's like this, and I don't want to have to keep saying that for everything that I say.
That's okay. That's fine. I get it. Okay,
right. But generally speaking, yes, women are like that.
I have to let this cat in, but okay.
There was a comic.
I would like to say
there was a comic that said something about okay, he said when a guy has a girlfriend that's like a great girlfriend, all of his guy friends come around and they're like, oh, I got to get a girl like that. Man, where'd you get her? I want one just like that. I got to get her like that. Right. But when it's the other
But then when
way and the girl has her man around, the other girl say, I got to get that man.
that man, yeah, that's the thing. That's a thing. That's a, yeah, that's a thing. With
That's a
some,
thing.
yeah. And so the woman has to trust her man that he's not gonna. That was so
Well,
rude.
that's not about, it's not about trusting your man or any of that
I
stuff.
was
This is
just
just
making a
about,
sidebar conversation.
yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, women. I mean,
Listen, people were not necessarily meant to be monogamous, but marriage and relationships are good. It's two things can be
they're
true
good
at the
for
same
family.
time,
They're good for children. They're good for
right? Two things can be
just
true
to
at the
have a
same
team.
time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not, I don't, again, like as far as like within a marriage, I don't think that yeah, I don't think you should be breaking up over infidelity. I don't think that should break people up. I just
I
don't.
mean, it will. Some people would. The argument would be that if you cheat on somebody, it makes you weak. Like, why couldn't you just be strong through whatever we were going through, and then we could be, twice as strong as we were before it went down. So
I
you kind
think
of lose respect for
I
a
think it's sort
person.
of a psyop because we know that people have indiscretions. That's why they
Moments of
build that up
weakness,
to be the most important thing in the marriage. Like you don't cheat, but it's
right?
not. I mean,
I mean, I
shit,
think
if you didn't cheat,
they're
but you fucking gambled my money away, it would be just as fucking bad.
well, that's cheating. I mean, that's cheating on our
It's
bank
not
account,
cheating.
but on our bank account. But
But you
but
get my
no,
point.
but
I
here's the
think that's a
thing.
psyop that
And that
ruins
goes to
marriages.
what I'm going to say goes to kind of what you were saying. It's the sloppiness of it. So there is a way to do. So
Right.
as long as you have it involved, because
Right.
like at our wedding, like the entire audience or whatever it's called, the the people who came to the wedding, they all had to take a vow too to do everything that within their power to keep these two together, and
Yeah, you
and
don't
stuff
make
like
a
that. So
fool
you
out of
don't
your
want it,
partner.
right?
You don't
Exactly.
make a fool out of them. You don't
Right.
do that. You keep your shit tight. You keep your shit super tight and let it run its course and then be over it. It's not like, well,
Yeah.
actually there's sometimes,
You'll always feel so
yeah,
bad, like the person, it just feels so bad. You still feel like everybody knew except for you, and it's not good for marriage. If it's an open thing where it's like you guys have made a decision, like some Will and Jada shit or something, that's
it's
something.
not bad
It feels bad to the person. Like
if
if
they
it,
find out. That's what I'm saying. Don't be
right.
sloppy.
If they
Don't
find
make a fool
out
of your partner.
everything comes
Right.
out in the watch, like, come
Mhm.
on, you're taking it to your grave? Okay,
Yeah, of course. Of
well,
course.
have fun in your grave.
Yeah, and that's another thing
Hell.
about infidelity that people don't seem to understand is like you don't have a right to unburden yourself with your partner. A lot of
What do you
people
mean?
they tell their partner because they feel so bad and they feel so guilty. Well, that's your
Uh,
fault. You got to
right.
suffer through
Right.
that shit.
You
Don't
shouldn't have
fucking
done
ruin the
something you
trust
would
in your
feel.
relationship because you feel bad, you fucking prick. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's some selfish ass shit right there. Nope. You
I
deal with
just feel like
that.
there's
That's
nothing
you own
hidden.
it, and that's it. That's it. That's it. You
There's
don't
nothing
get to
hidden though. Like I feel like
make
if
yourself feel better by fucking doing
just
that shit to
intuition
somebody.
alone would just fuck that up. Like if you're so secretive that you really haven't left any clues anywhere, a woman's intuition or a man's intuition is there's
No,
going
they
to be
won't.
like okay, because if you
No,
even
they
are
won't.
asking the question, then and
No,
that's
they
just
won't.
what it
No, they
is.
won't. And listen.
Oh, you're crazy.
I'm talking
He's
about
crazy.
like adult affairs, but there are ratchet people out there that do ratchet things and they don't know nothing about it. I know, girl. Let's stop. Let's move on.
I know,
Let's move on. Actually, what? We should probably end it there. That's probably a good one to end it on.
Okay. I was still looking, but I can't. I was not given any time.
But we'll do. What do you
We can do it
mean?
another. No, I know. I didn't know we were doing this one. It's okay. It's whatever. You
You
had
were
some great
supposed to be
ones.
ready with your own today.
You had to bring up old shit.
What
Now you're bringing up old shit.
do you mean you didn't
That's
know we were
crazy.
doing this?
That's
I
crazy.
came up with
Cut.
this on the
Cut. Look at
fly
the
because
kitty. Look
I'm
at the
fly.
kitty. Who's a baby? She's getting so
Try to act like
big.
I didn't give you no time.
Look how big she is.
Anyway.
It's a baby.
Hmm.
Anyway, well,
Anyway. All right. So yeah, we'll do hot takes again. They're fun.
yes, I like this one. And that's basically all yeah, I look at hot
What'd you
takes now
say?
that I know I'm clear on what a hot take is. I might go look at all hot takes all day. All right.
No, don't do that. What you do is
Not for this, but for my own.
no, just in the course of your whatever you do, when you find a hot take, set it aside. That's all.
So now I know that, but now your
Okay.
way isn't everyone's way.
All
Look
right.
out
All
for
right.
dragons.
All
That's what
right.
you.
I'll see you
All right.
soon. All
Good
right.
night.